Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of I Am FemD. I am Femdi Agumbiade, media composer and lead composer for the hit animated series Iyanu, which has officially kicked off season 2 right now on Cartoon Network and is streaming on HBO Max and ITVX. We have so many exciting new characters this season, so I figured this would be a great time to dive into how I created the character themes for this show. A theme is a reoccurring piece of music that represents a character or emotion or an idea within the story. The goal, especially for a series like this, is to craft a theme that can easily be adapted to different situations within the story, right? So for Iyanu, I might have a theme that is recognizable whether she's happy, whether she's sad, or whether she's within an action scene. So you always want to have a theme that is very pliable and something that can easily be adapted to any given scenario. I also had fun creating stings for the show. A sting is a short musical idea, usually like seconds, that can be used to reveal a character or a moment or even assist with like a transition. To show you what I'm talking about, let's dive into the music of one of the most exciting new characters this season, the Queen of the Deep, Adura. To me, Adura is a rebel. There's an edge to her, like a defiance. And I didn't want her theme to sound like anything you've traditionally heard within the world of Iyanu. So I started thinking to myself, what does a rebel sound like in this world? And that's when things got really interesting. I got to blend this punk rock energy into cinematic scoring and African-inspired textures to just create something bold and unpredictable, something that was completely her. One of the main things going on this season is the activation of divine artifacts, also specifically the set of 7 artifacts, 2 of which Adura has. She has the Staff of Lightning and the Ring of Might. So I had fun creating stings for those artifacts. If you take a look here, I used some sound design to craft these sounds. I love using Decapitator and some compression with OTT, and I also love using this black hole reverb. I wanted to create a sting that reveals Iyanu. Like anytime you see her on the screen, you just hear this sting, kind of like you know those old westerns where you would have this whistle sound or something that would introduce the cowboy. This is what her sting sounds like. Really cool. And I also had a sting for Adura staff, which is the Staff of Lightning. Gives this sonic air of like electricity. And then a sting for the Ring of Might. Hearing them all together sounds pretty cool. And when you hear that, you know somebody has just made their presence known. Next thing I did was these hybrid strings. Remember, I wanted that uh, punk rock kind of edge. So just these really hybrid low strings I felt would give that kind of energy. Nice. Now, since Adura is the queen of the deep, and if you go back and watch the episodes in season one where the deep were introduced, they have this kind of like marching type drum uh, vibe with their theme. So I wanted to have some kind of marching, but more like ominous type um, driving, pulsing drum beat with her theme. I programmed in the drums using Monolith from Orchestral Tools. So when you put the drums and the strings together, it sounds like this. So cool. Even cooler when you hear everything together. Now that's level one of Adura's theme. If you take a look here, you see I have other tracks for her full theme, but I'm not going to play that here. You need to check out Adura's full theme by watching the episodes for season two. There's an epic showdown between Adura and Iyanu, and that's when the full theme will be revealed. You need to keep watching. Now, one of my favorite themes from the series is the theme for Iyanu's mother, Dara. Now, Dara's theme was sprinkled throughout season one, all the way from episode one until her big reveal in episode 109. I remember before receiving any episodes for Iyanu, uh, the series showrunner, Royal Kukwe, had a conversation with me and just wanted me to write a lot of music uh, for the show, even before we had any episodes. You know, he gave me the backstory for all the characters, gave me the entire vision for the show. So I was able to write a huge amount of music, this suite of music for the show. And I remember when I had him listen to the music I came up with, uh, he immediately pointed to the very first bit of music I wrote and said, you know, this is Dara's theme. And so with Dara's theme, I used this West African string instrument called the kora and was just inspired to write this melody. Now that was cool, but just to give it that extra touch of the divine, I wanted to do something more with the kora. And I used this great plugin from Output called Portal. So this is what it sounds like when you add some granular synthesis to it. Feel it kind of like swirling. All the grains just ebbing and flowing. So when you hear that kora with these pads, it sounds like this. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of these two exciting themes from the Iyanu series. If you enjoyed what you watched today, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos. Also, like this video as well. It really helps with the algorithm. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be breaking down additional themes from the series and showing you examples of what I talked about earlier, where I can take a theme and put it through different scenarios within the story. So until then, my name is Femi Agumbiade, and I'll catch you on the next episode of I Am FemD.